What a night last night. After High Crag, I gave up filming, and then the weather just came in. Everything was complete white out. It was raining, and instead of being nice gentle slopes like that down to haystacks, severe drops with very slippery steps all the way down, and then severe inclines that I had to rock climb. Just take the poles off and just climb with my hands. But I got here at 9:30 last night, absolutely shattered, and then got my food on for 10, and then managed to get to bed for 11. But what an experience. I don't really want to do that again. But 27 miles it turned out to be. It's supposed to be 24, but 27, which is a new record for me with a backpack. Just not ideal for my first day. But this is Inominate Tarn. I couldn't see this last night. I had to search for some water and a bit of flat ground. Managed to find an alright camping spot. But the reason I'm here is because this is the final resting place of Alfred Wainwright. He mentions it in his memoirs. All I ask for at the end is a last long resting place by the side of Inominate Tarn on haystacks, where the water gently laps the gravely shore and the heather blooms, and pillar and gable keep unfailing watch. Now that's gable over there, and then we've got pillar over there. A quiet place, a lonely place, I shall go to it for the last time and be carried. Someone who knew me in life will take me and empty me out of a little box and leave me there alone. And if you, dear reader, should get a bit of grit on your boot as you're crossing haystacks in the years to come, please treat it with respect. It might be me. It's a nice thought. Hopefully I didn't tread on him. Right, I'm going to get some breakfast on. It's about 6:30 now, and then pack up. There's no signal here, unfortunately, so I can't actually let anyone know that I'm alive, which is fine for me. I don't mind, but other people might want to know that I made it last night. So I'm going to get packing and try and find some signal as I climb out of here. Also, I can find out what the weather's going to do. It looks alright at the moment, but I really need to dry some stuff off. It got a bit damp last night. So if we get a little break in the sun, I'm going to get everything out and dry it. First, I'm going to crack on and get some breakfast. I'm just on the way down from the mountain. Just come down this track here. I started over there. Right at the end there is haystacks, the horrible beast that I had to conquer yesterday. I went down through a whole load of boggy section and then over the top to this tramway. Now this tramway was used for the slate, and the horses used to bring trucks full of slate all the way down this tramway to this building here, and this is a drum house, and that was where the gravity system was kept, and they'd unload the slate onto this gravity system and it would go down to Honister slate mine to be processed. You can actually see the modern mine in the distance over there, so that's where they're getting the slate from. So now I'm going to head down the hill to Honister. There we are. That's Honister slate mine, and it produces the lovely Westmoreland green slate. I believe it's the last working slate mine in the UK as well. Just come down from up there. Quite a long descent, and it's nice and paved. But now I'm going to take my backpack off here, take off my waterproofs, so I'm getting quite warm. and let's hope it doesn't rain. If it does, well, never mind. But I want to try and get my socks dry. They're hanging on the back of my bag at the moment. Just passed through Rosthwaite. Now I'm on a slow climb up to Grasmere Common. I'm going to be following the river for most of the journey, and then there's Gallonly Falls, or Gallonly Force, sorry, at the top. So about 2/3 of the way up, and I've got to go up here, all the way up here, and then up that crag. If we zoom in, you can just about see some poor souls that are doing what I'm later doing. There's also some lovely examples of drumlins here, left over by the glacier. I'm halfway up the scramble now, but look at the path. There isn't really one, but you can sort of navigate your way up the stream. That's what I'm doing, but I can see the top, and then that means there's only one more hill to do, apart from the little climb out to Patterdale. So this one goes on to Grasmere Common. We're going down into Grasmere and then up Great Tongue. So many waterfalls along this route. Absolutely amazing. Just on the way down now. And quite a steep descent. It's up and up there to Grasmere Common and down into Grasmere. Finally down. There's a very long descent. My feet are starting to get a bit sore, so I'm going to find a place to sit down and take my socks off for a bit, dry my feet out, and then I can attack the next peak. But that one took me over 3 hours to do, and I've got one more of those plus a little bit more at the end, so it looks like it's going to be another late one tonight. Probably about 8:30, I'm thinking, but we'll see. I'm not going to make it to Patterdale Store, which is what I wanted to do, but oh well, that's what happens. Okay, that's the view of my next hill. This is Great Tongue, this one going up here, and then I'm going to walk up here, round, follow Great Tongue Gill and go through this gap up to Grisdale Tarn. Look at that. That is Grisdale Tarn. Very picturesque. It's a very popular camping spot as well. If you look right down there, there are people camped on that little rock right at the mouth. I was going to camp here, but I'm going to pursue on a little bit more. Got 4 miles, and my tarn is a bit better. Fell runners. They're a strange breed. Why would you run up a hill? You can barely walk up one. I'm nearly at the bottom now. This is pretty much the bottom of the valley. Not as much of a brutal descent as the previous one, and the ascent was much nicer. So I'd highly recommend that climb. I've now got a bit of a trundle along next to the river into Patterdale. I'm going to see if I can grab a few beverages from the local pub to take with me to the campsite. I'm in Patterdale and it's tipping it down. But I managed to get some beer, which is always good. And over there, that's the village shop where Wainwright first sold his books. I was wanting to go in there, but obviously since it's like 8 o'clock in the evening, it would be closed. But now, I'm going to head up there. To Angle Tarn. I probably won't post as many videos as I go up. I just want to get there. But when I get there, I'll let you know. Well, I made it. It's 10:15. I got here about 45 minutes ago and I've only just set the tent up. I just boiled some water, so I've got some food ready, and I've got 2 beers to drink before I settle in for the night. Very wet. I've got some stuff next to me drying, you may not be able to see it. There we go. It's all hanging up on my makeshift washing line. But everything is still very wet, and I imagine it's going to be wet in the morning. So I'm going to see if I can get a hotel in Shap instead of wild camping the other side of Shap, just so I can dry stuff out. There's plenty of places I can stay in Shap. I just need to find one. For now, I'm going to crack on and eat my food and enjoy my beer.